Now we can say OSI model from computer networks. Okay, this is an important topic in networks. Okay, so OSI means open system interconnection. Okay, this OSI means open system interconnection, and ISO means International Standards Organization. Okay, so don't get confused between OSI and ISO. In this OSI model, the very important is the 7 layers of the OSI model. Okay, these 7 layers are very important. Okay, in most of the exams related to computer science engineering, they will ask, okay, at least one objective from this topic. Okay, so please study this layer in order. Okay, from bottom to top, the first layer is physical, second layer is data link, third layer is network, and fourth layer is transport, fifth layer is session, sixth layer is presentation, seventh layer is application. Okay, you may expect the objective. For example, they may ask which is the fifth layer. Okay, in OSI model, second layer in OSI model, or which is the next layer. Okay, to transport or session or network, etc. Okay, such type of questions they may ask. So please make sure that you are very thorough in these 7 layers in order. Okay, first, physical layer. Okay, this physical layer is responsible for movements of individual bits from one hop to the next. Okay, you remember this point. The physical layer is responsible for movements of individual bits from one hop to the next. Okay, next, okay, the main work. Okay, the main physical layer is also concerned with the following. Okay, what are they means? Physical characteristics of interfaces and medium, representation of bits, data rate, synchronization of bits, line configuration, physical topology, transmission move. Okay, next layer. Okay, next one is data link layer. Okay, here in data link layer, this data link layer is responsible for moving frames from one hop to the next. Okay, this is the main work of this data link layer, for moving the frames from one hop to the next. Okay, and other responsibilities of this layer are framing, physical addressing, flow control, error control, access control. Okay, and next layer is network layer. Okay, in this network layer is responsible for the delivery of individual packets from the source host to the destination host. Okay, so delivering of the individual packets from source to the destination, and other responsibilities include logical addressing, routing. Okay, logical addressing and routing. And next, fourth layer is transport layer. Okay, this transport layer is responsible for process to process delivery of message from one process to another. Okay, message from one process to another. So the responsibilities of this transport layer are service point addressing, segmentation and reassembly, connection control, flow control, error control. That's it. Next layer is fifth layer, session layer. Okay, this session layer is responsible for dialogue control and synchronization. Okay, the other responsibilities include dialogue control, synchronization. Okay, so here they may ask for 10 mark or 5 mark. Okay, if this question is asked you no need to want to go very deep into it. Okay, just and depending on the question they ask, you have to answer for descriptive. Okay, next, presentation layer. This presentation layer is responsible for translation, compression and encryption. Okay, translation, compression and encryption. And the last layer is application layer. This application layer is responsible for providing services to the user, and also it is responsible for network virtual terminal, file transfer, access and management, mail services, directory services. Okay, next, if you not covered all the topics, or for mostly if you don't know how to write descriptive, just a hint. Okay, study at least 2 or 3 topics from each unit. Okay, whatever they ask you, at least write that. Okay, so don't sit simply, write something for descriptive. And next is TCP or IP protocol suite. Okay, mm, this is also almost equivalent to OSI model, but there are slight changes. Okay, so TCP or IP protocol. Okay, this TCP was developed prior to the OSI model. There are 5 layers in this TCP protocol. They are physical, data link, network, transport and application. Okay, see, this is the TCP or IP and protocol. Okay, this figure. Okay, in this side, okay, you can see these are the layers in the OSI model: physical, data link, network, transport, session, presentation, application and all. Next, in this side, these are the layers in TCP protocol. Okay. Physical and data link layers. Okay, this physical layer supports all the standard and proprietary protocols. Next, data link network layer. Okay, okay, if you need the PDF of this book, okay, you can download it from the Google. Data communication and networking by Behrooz Farroson. Okay, in that most of the topics are covered. Okay, okay, if my video is not clear, okay, you can download this book, Data Communications and Networking by Behrooz Farroson. It's easily available. Cryptography. Cryptography means secret writing. Okay, we can tell it like that. Okay, here the term is encryption and decryption. It's very important. Okay, we can see those terms one by one. So the original message is called plain text. Okay, when the message is transformed, it is called ciphertext. Okay, so encryption algorithm transforms this plain text into ciphertext, and decryption algorithm transforms this ciphertext back to the plain text. Okay, so the sender uses encryption algorithm and this receiver uses decryption algorithm. Cipher. Okay, encryption and decryption algorithms are called ciphers, and the cipher is used to refer different categories of algorithm in cryptography. Okay, there are 2 categories in cryptography. One is symmetric key. Okay, symmetric key means secret key, and asymmetric key, that is public key. Okay. So message integrity. So encrypting and decryption. Okay, encryption and decryption provide secrecy but not integrity. Okay, so if we need integrity, we are going for fingerprint. Okay, to preserve the integrity of your document, both the document and the fingerprint are needed. Okay. Next, hash function. Okay, to be eligible for a hash, there are three criteria are needed. Okay, first one is one-wayness, next weak collision resistance, and strong collision resistance. Okay, so okay, these are the three criteria to meet your hash function. Okay, one-wayness, weak collision resistance, and strong collision next, MAC. Okay, message authentication code. Okay, in this message authentication, this hash function guarantees the integrity of a message. Okay, but it does not authenticate the sender of the message. Okay, so to provide message authentication, we need to change a modification decision code to message authentication code, MAC. Okay, so this is MAC, message authentication code, created by Alice and checked by Bob. Next one is a digital signature. Okay, so this MAC can provide message integrity and message authentication. So it has a drawback. Okay, the drawback is it needs a symmetric key that must be established between sender. Okay, a symmetric key is needed between sender and receiver. Okay, but this MAC doesn't have a symmetric key. That is a disadvantage. Okay, so for that we are going for digital signature. Okay, in that you have to see the difference between two types of signatures, that is conventional signature and digital signature. Okay, in that, for inclusion. Okay, in inclusion, a conventional signature is included in the document. Okay, it is a part of the document. Okay, so when we write or check, the signature is on the check, it is not a separate document. Okay, on the other hand, when we sign a document digitally, we send the signature as a separate document. Okay, the sender sends two documents, the message and the signature. So the recipient receives both document and verifies the signature belongs to the sender. Okay, then if this is true, the message is kept. Okay, else it is rejected. Next is verification method. Here also there are two types of documents is needed for verifying the signature. Next is relationship, duplicity. All these are the comparison steps for, okay, for digital signature. See this highlighted point, okay? In a crypto system, we use private and public keys of the receiver, okay? But in digital signature, we use private and public keys of the sender, okay? So, important point, please remember this. Digital signature provides both message integrity and also message authentication, okay? So, message integrity and message authentication is provided by digital signature. SSL and TLS, okay? SSL means security secure socket layer, and TLS means transport layer security, okay? This SSL and TLS are the two protocols that are dominant for providing security at the transport layer, okay? So SSL and TLS are used for providing security at the transport layer. So SSL services, okay? Secure socket layer is designed to provide security and compression services, okay, to data generated from the application layer, okay? This SSL receive data from any application layer protocol, but usually its protocol is HTTP, okay? Next, so this is the location of SSL and TLS in the internet model, okay? So in fragmentation, SSL divides the data into blocks of 2 power 14 bytes or less, okay? Then compression, okay? The fragment of data is compressed by lossless compression, okay? Next, message integrity. Here keyed hash function is used for integrity. Then confidentiality, this original data and MAC, okay? Message authentication code encrypted using symmetric key cryptography. Next, framing, okay? Header is added to the encrypted payload, okay? Next, transport layer security. This transport layer security is the IETF standard version of SSL, okay? This TLS and SSL are very similar with a small difference, okay? The difference is version, cipher suite and cryptography secret, okay? These are the difference between this TLS and SSL, okay? Next, PGP. PGP means pretty good privacy, okay? This is one of the protocol to provide security to the application layer, okay? Pretty good privacy is designed to create authenticated and confidential emails, okay? This is the position of PGP, okay, in the TCP or IP protocol suite, okay? So this PGP is used to provide security to the application layer. In this video, I have covered most of the topics from this information security and then important topic from computer networks, okay? And also a big thanks for you all. Most of them has shared my video in WhatsApp also. Thank you for that. Please like this video, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.